You know this.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, what they did an apple.
Grabbing the fruit.
It's a reference. It's not an apple. They fuck.
I don't know. I don't know if God.
So
was
that,
like,
but that makes him less pure.
They went to paradise, and God Almighty dictate just one rule: don't eat the apple. And guess what? They got horny and they eat the shit out of it.
Not even. Like, I mean, yeah.
The snake.
Satan. Oh.
Hey, you know, you want that? Come on, let's eat that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back to another episode of The Benevolent Show. How are you doing tonight?
Me? I'm doing good, man. I'm just hanging out in my own skin. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question. Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't fucking know. Like, this guy is just a fucking character. I tell you that much.
Thank you, man.
He must be, because he's here sitting with us.
This is Devon. It's my brother-in-law.
Yep.
And he's from Jasper, Tennessee. Welcome to the show, Devon.
Whoa, dude. What are we like? A minute in, you've already screwed it up? Look, I'm from Florida originally. I've lived in Jasper maybe most of you don't even know what that is, but I've lived there for like 2 years. So I'll give you like a second chance to redeem yourself.
This is priceless. Like, the guy is from Florida, bro. Come on now.
All right. So you didn't move from Florida just 2 years ago. You're lying.
No. Like, there's more to the story than that. That was like a trailer, but the trailer doesn't start in Jasper, you know?
Where did the trailer start? I'm curious. Come on. Hit me up.
Florida?
Which part of Florida specifically?
Cocoa Beach. That's where the space shuttles launch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yep.
You used to like have a lot of good time on the beach?
Yeah, I was like a surfer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you tested that now, it would take me probably 30 minutes to catch my flow, or however you want to say that. And Espanol is flow, see?
Flow, yeah. It's the same in English, yeah.
Yeah.
You need a lot of balance, right?
Yeah. You just need like a way about yourself, you know? And it would take some time to get back there.
That's cool. Did you ever go on top of a balance board before? I bet that you're really good at it.
A balance board?
Yeah, you know what a balance board is?
No.
You know what a balance board is?
I don't think it's called like that. But
a balance board.
No, I know what you're saying, but I forgot the name because you said balance board. But it's
that's how I know it.
It's the one with a trunk in the middle, and you just put it.
You have like a cylinder
in the middle.
Yes, and then you put a board on top.
Okay. So I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it costs money, and we grew up poor, so we just kind of.
Well, I'm actually talking about present times.
Okay.
Like, you never had the chance in the last 2 years to go on top of a balance board.
You'd have to show me.
So how it works is like you need to find your center of gravity and not go too much to any of the sides and keep it on the center.
Oh, can you do it on like a foam roller? It's like an exercise thing.
Exactly,
okay.
yes.
Okay, I didn't mean to get at you there, dude.
Yes, no, hey, that's fine.
Okay.
The Indo board, but you're right. It's a balance board, but I've always known it as an Indo board because there's a brand called Indo board.
Okay.
That is very popular, and everybody's like, hey, just get on the Indo board.
Those are fun, bro. Those are really fun.
It's funny because I actually haven't seen one in Chattanooga since I've lived here. Most of the times that I've seen an Indo board was in beach cities.
Me too.
Miami.
Cities. Okay.
Miami. And which is, you know.
The last time I saw one was
it could be a beach city too. Miami and my town in Venezuela.
In Venezuela, yeah. In the CrossFit box that I was in Venezuela, they have a couple, so you can like practice.
Does that make you better at snatches?
I don't know, but they were fun.
Clearly.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, you guys are talking about something personal.
Okay. Listen. Snatch king, whatever. I cleaned a year 225 today. Like, I feel so much accomplished.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
I don't think I could not do that. No way.
But you have the strength to do that.
Yeah, but
sure.
I've got the hip flexibility of like an 80-year-old man. So
You just need to improve it.
No, you don't. But right now you're rusty. But like I feel like if you get back to it,
rusty's a word that you could use for that.
Yeah.
it's an understanding.
No, dude, I've never been there. It's not getting back to it. I've never been, bro. So
You can get there. That's for real.
thanks, man.
So I was gonna ask you something. and
I want to
forgot.
know more about you, Devin. Because
Okay.
like I know you from a very brief time, but I feel that there's so many layers of your personality that I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's more like this, really. Just maybe a little more. It's like an onion, You don't peel a layer and then get an avocado in there randomly, It's still an onion. Right?
That's true. That's true.
So, I mean, yeah, man. Just shoot away.
Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Cocoa. Yeah.
Cocoa
It is
Beach.
spelled like that. So,
Cocoa.
it is spelled like that. So,
But it's pronounced Cocoa.
yeah. Yep.
Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach.
Like
All right.
Coconut Springs.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
but without the nut and an A in there.
Noted.
Yeah, man. So,
Why you end up in Jasper though?
just like, dude, so I was doing bad shit at a young age, right? Like,
Can you give us any details?
yeah. I was getting to that.
Okay.
So, let me see. My friend and I caused it wasn't a wildfire, but it was a brush fire that like had to do, like the fire department had to come and put it out. It was too big for the people in the neighborhood to handle. And then I remember this house got built and we shot the windows. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know why we did that. I guess we were just bored. Like, in our heads, we never like ever actually wanted to cause harm, but we were heading down a path that was kind of questionable.
Okay.
So the first chance we got, I had a family member, which was my grandma, who moved to Chattanooga, and so we moved back to this area. So we've lived Georgia, Chattanooga area a lot, and just moved up to Jasper with my mom that kind of fell back into trouble and kind of moved up there to get away from it all. So yeah, it could be as long or as short as you want it to be.
Did you notice any change on your personality when you end up in Chattanooga after Jasper?
Yeah. There was a point where I had to like kind of rediscover myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We all been there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. But as far as like who you see, this little onion you see right here,
Okay.
it's kind of always been the same flavor.
Little onion right here. Yeah.
I said that shout out to Sophia because she eats those raw like all the time. It's like her favorite
Onions?
thing. Dude.
Yeah.
What?
Like
My
it's,
my
Sophia
sister
is a savage.
my sister could eat onions like they're apples.
Oh my God. No.
It's just stupid. It goes stupid. I'm like, what the heck?
You can fix stupid.
whoa, dude.
But too
Dude,
much.
We're like,
Too
we're like
much too
I have
soon.
to say
Hey,
something.
hey,
Dude. We're
hey.
in public now. So don't make me say something, dude. I don't want to say nothing. I'm just a little onion over here.
You know what's crazy? I'm just thinking about it. You guys, we were just talking about like right before starting to record, we were talking about if you need to go to the bathroom, this is your chance.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually reminded me of a story that happened to me recently. I was in Atlanta. I was shooting this film a couple of weekends ago, and I had to go to the bathroom. We were in location. We were at the house we were going to shoot. And the house has one of those, like the bathrooms and the toilet. Like it has like the self-lowering lid in sit room. Like, they're like just lower, super, like they're lower, super slow.
I can imagine it.
So the thing with those toilets is that if you don't put the lids all the way up against the tank, they start lowering themselves. So
God.
I went to pee, right? Dude, like I'm talking like I needed to pee so bad. You know when the stream is thick. So
It's like a fireman hose.
Dehydration, but yeah.
So listen, I go there, I put the thing up, I didn't put it all the way up again, so I did without realizing it, right? So I start peeing, and the thing is, I can see just lowering while I'm just peeing. And, so you already picture it's going to be bad if I...
Yeah.
So it's I don't know if it's... I'm sure this thing has to happen to everybody. When you have to hold it, like come to a stop, it's almost like trying to stop a train.
Okay, let me picture this. So you went out, you see this thing going lower, and in some point you stop it.
You have to, you have to hold, because picture this: the lid is coming down to come into contact with my stream.
So you hold it.
I hold, but it's like stopping a train.
Of course. Yeah, pretty much. No. That's how it feels.
It's like stopping. It feels like you're stopping a train. It's like,
and I'll be honest with you, that ain't good for your body.
That's more like stopping a train while a midget's punching your taint.
But I actually heard the opposite. I've heard, I don't know what the source is, but I've heard that actually doing that is good exercise for your prostate.
Good exercise.
Well, it depends on like your hydration level.
That's a new term for me.
But like, okay, I didn't get to finish the story. The lid is coming down. I'm trying to stop the train. I managed to stop it. So when I skip, there comes the seat rim. Because at first it's the seat thing, I skipped it. There comes the lid. I skipped it. I kind of pushed the seat down and the lid up against the tank and let go. And started peeing again. And that felt super crazy. I didn't think I was going to make it. But the crazy thought I had in my head, I was just like, this actually could be a sport. It should be in the Olympics.
A sport that you could get injured on if you don't drink the right amount of water. Have you ever done that and like had to like stop it and realized from the feeling that you probably don't drink enough water? Because it hurts, dude. Like if...
I know what you're saying. I didn't even think about being a hydration issue. I actually think the opposite. I was drinking a lot of water. That's why I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean that means you're good, dude. But I've been in a situation where I've done that. I forgot why. I don't keep count of those instances, but I've done that. And I felt like something was wrong. I mean, it went away. I'm here, but at the time I was like, dang. And then I went to looking it up, and it's just like, drink more water.
Pretty much.
It's simple as that.
It's 70% of your body.
But
I hear you.
But that was just a crazy movement I had to do that I've never had to do. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with self-lowering. I don't know how they call it, toilet seats or whatever.
Yeah. The minimum amount of water that we should be drinking as human beings is 8 cups of water. So when you hear someone, you need to drink 8 cups of water a day, that's not the highest amount of water. That's the minimum. So we should be actually drinking more than just that.
And that's why human beings.
Yeah, we're. Do
you have info for another species?
Well, actually no,
because he was very specific.
I would be very impressed if he was like, cats actually need to drink.
Yeah, so it's like
I'm not into Animal Planet.
Even he said like the right amount of water that we're supposed to drink as human beings.
But back to the you saying it could be a sport. Like, how would you go about exercise? Like, you got a set of 5 straight pump and go.
Well,
how you train for that sport?
Yeah, my point was that I had it and I happened to have it so perfectly done. Like I stopped right on time.
You feel that you were in the Olympics.
I felt like it was challenging because I don't think there's a way for you to actually be that accurate all the time. There are gonna be people who actually is not gonna be able to do it, and a little bit of the stream is gonna touch the sea, and based on that, you get judged.
Okay.
So it went like, shh,
dude. Shh.
Yes.
Wow.
That's impressive. So what I'm getting from you is that not only should it be a sport, but you're like the person to beat when it comes to like piss break Olympics or games.
Oh my God. What's funny talking about this? It just reminded me of another story I have from 2 years ago. I'm talking to my wife, right? And she says, she asked me this question. She goes, "Do you pee in the shower when you take a shower? Or you pee in the toilet?" No. And I was like, "You said no?"
I said no.
I said no, and she's like,
He said no.
"Yeah."
If Sophia's if she's looking, then no, I don't. But if I'm in there by myself,
my boy, you got it done perfectly, saying no, and you just ruin it for yourself.
Man, are we a team? Or
but you gotta, no. But
don't give too many details. Come on,
get this. I said no, thinking like, no, who the fuck does that? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And Tess looks at me and says like, "You're a fucking weirdo." Who doesn't? And I'm like, "Are you serious?" So get this. I actually made a poll on Instagram. No, I made a poll. I was like, "I can't believe you." And I just said, I post a picture and I said like, "Do you pee in the shower? Yes or no?" And the majority of people, I think the poll was probably like 87%. Yes, I pee in the shower. And I was like, what the heck? And the argument is like, apparently it makes sense because you save water by just doing it in the shower and then just going to the toilet, flushing it, and then taking a shower.
I mean,
really?
I think it's just because it feels good.
Yeah.
But they were just trying to look good on your poll. Like, because that might actually be a cultural difference.
Well, I have actually a funny picture of me saying like, from now on, catch me like this. And it's me not taking a shower, but being in the shower.
Hold on a second. When you said cultural difference, I pee in the shower. And we were born and raised in the same country.
Maybe let me correct myself.
And I'm right there with you when you say because it feels good.
Okay, but then you lost me at cultural difference. Okay, so Sophia thinks about it the same way as him, and they're brother and sister. So I will take.
So it was the way they were raised.
Right, it's a household difference.
Yeah, exactly.
They're raised with like
that's more specific.
Manners.
Yeah, but like, hold on. I was thinking about you guys. You said that you don't think so about the saving water. Of course, you can save water by just being in the shower.
Yeah, but I don't do it because of that. That's not my reason. Like, if I'm contributing to the save the planet, nice.
Well, but there's a reason for a lot of people that I asked. They were like, I think Tess was one of the ones. She said like, why do you have to go to the toilet if you're gonna shower? You're gonna flush and shower. There's a lot of water right there.
That's gonna go away.
That was an on-the-spot argument that actually made sense. I feel like, or not an argument, but just like a rebuttal. But speaking of that, here's one you probably couldn't argue. So I used to know this guy in my fire academy, and he would, when he had the shit, he would take a shit and then he would flush it, have his dude wipes. We called him Cadet Dude Wipes. Was his name?
Cadet Dude Wipes.
And, I don't know. He was cool with it, but he got out of doing his process and he would pee. He wouldn't pee and poop at the same time. He would like take a shit, flush it, and then go to the urinal. And then somebody caught him on that one day. They're like, dude, did you just do what I think you did? And he's like, what made it weird is that he denied it. He was like, I didn't do that. And the other dude was like, I watched you do that. And it was so weird. So I don't know.
He felt uncomfortable. Someone was calling him out.
Such a wasteful cadet.
Just, man.
Cadet wipes.
Yeah. That's funny. We got some damn
characters
deviants out here.
Deviants.
Oh, yeah.
Well, cheers.
Cheers to you guys. I am so happy to be sitting with y'all.
Yeah, you too, man. It feels warm in here. Not just because of the temperature.
Did you know that just talking to we were sitting outside and I saw these firefly. Fireflies are awesome looking creatures.
I love them.
But did you know that their population is decreasing? They're disappearing.
It's a damn shame. I mean, it is like
you read that and you said a few things, and the one that got stuck on my head was pesticide. Because the people use this for other insects and stuff. And it's just like, damn, these animals get affected also by that.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
I mean, pesticides are made to kill bugs.
Yeah, but that's such a...
I know where you're coming from, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
What he's saying is, and I know why that was funny, but what he's saying is that like we're not creating pesticide to kill fireflies. You know, people love fireflies. They're not like, damn, dude, all these fucking fireflies in my yard.
Well, it's the same. You could say the same.
It's not a roach.
Listen, you could say the same. You could say the same thing about fishing nets. They're not made to kill dolphins, and dolphins get trapped in fishing nets, and all sort of like sea turtles get trapped in fishing nets, and those fishing nets are probably just like catching, I don't know, tuna, or I don't know anything about a lot of fishing like that. But my point is that you are going to go kill bugs no matter what the pesticide was made for. Like, yeah, to control some sort of pest, to keep up with your garden or whatever. But it's not only pesticides.
Right.
It's development and too much light. This was crazy. It's just like, I was
Too
like...
much light?
Too much light.
Every solution causes another problem is kind of what that's showing.
Yeah, we're doomed.
Man, if that's going on just because of pesticides and light, then who knows what else is going on? You know what I mean?
A lot of things, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Too much light.
Some of it in this room, I feel like.
I thought that was just like really crazy because I love fireflies. I don't want them to go. It's so awesome to see them on a spring evening. Mm-hmm. You see them just starting to glow.
That's one thing about this area, like the tri-state Chattanooga area, that kind of caught my, positive attention when I moved here. I was 8 years old, and I remember like seeing movies about fireflies, and it's almost, in Florida, we might have them. I don't want like some geographical nerd commenting and being like, hey, they actually do have fireflies in Florida. But in my area of Florida, we didn't have that. We came here to Chattanooga and we saw fireflies, and it was like something out of a movie, There was nothing but like, let me catch them and then release them.
I also think that a lot of Floridians they just make any excuse to get out of Florida.
Okay. I was like, it got like
you're not
turn, bro.
You're not the only person from Florida who's like, man, when I went to Ohio, I fell in love. And I'm like, where are you coming from? Florida.
Why don't we talk about the Florida man?
Okay. I know
what's going on? Like, I want to know.
Florida man is like but worse.
No, I mean, yeah.
You were worse.
I was there.
He was Florida man in some point of his life.
I was turning into that,
Do you have a DUI?
Not currently.
So at some point he was a Florida man.
I swear to God, Devin, we're not trying to expose you here. We just want the facts.
It's happening organically.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we don't.
Well, but I think actually isn't that one of the requirements? You have to have DUIs. You must have been in probation at some point.
Yes.
Oh, I was actually in the news.
There you go.
When a panther came through our high school, like a real panther.
Okay.
And it's Georgia, so it was like,
why? How did that happen?
I didn't ask him, but like Florida it was panther? Nah, she probably stayed in Florida, but no, seriously, Florida.
What happened in Florida stays in Florida. Everybody knows that.
That shit bothers the shit out of me because it all started with Las Vegas, and then everything is like whatever happens everywhere, it stays everywhere.
But yeah, I was on the news for a like they asked me about a panther. Got the wrong angle. The sun was just in my eyes. I was like, yeah, it was like over there by the car. And it was horrible, dude. It was horrible. So news expunged DUI. What was the other one? Probation. That was a part of
checking those boxes.
DUI. So
let me see. You have all your
teeth.
You're not missing any.
No.
So
any like yellow teeth maybe?
Not like it's pretty average.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No yellow teeth. Damn, son. So you got fucking long socks with your pants or short socks? Just exposing me. So, I don't think I'm
thinking, just talking about teeth. Teeth are actually just, they're yellow.
Yeah.
Teeth that are white, completely white. It's just my skin tone makes a contrast.
That's bullshit. Your teeth are white as fuck, Braulio.
They're trying to do that subtle flex.
If you put in something that is truly white, you can tell that they're not white.
Your teeth are like pearls. You're like that. They just pop out of the ocean,
but they're not white.
You're like Spanish Chip Skylark, dude.
Yeah,
you got the shiny teeth.
That's so true. That's such an accurate way to describe you right now. Him and his
sister both, dude. They just like. Of all of us are over here kind of like making sure we buy the right whitening product and shit.
Yeah.
Just like, over here just fucking blind and elderly.
It's too white. It's too white, man.
Yeah. Take it how you want it. It could be a compliment. It could be like, I don't know. But own it.
I don't know. I'm swimming in it.
Oh yeah. Swimming in that whiteness.
Are you in your skin now?
I might need to edit that out. That sounded kind of...
I'm flustered.
Oh my God, you got me. Since we got together, Devin introduced me to this expression where you're so much hype or excited and you feel like I'm in my skin. And I swear to God that I'm gonna be using it.
Is that a legit expression? Because it could be a Devin thing.
That's not a.
It's a Devin thing.
When you feel comfortable with who you are, you could just say I'm in my skin.
Which you are always. I mean, aren't you always in your skin?
Physically, probably. I would hope so.
But
if not, I would.
No, you have to be.
Are there times that you?
I'm a skin.
Are there times that you say like,
right?
I'm not in my skin
now.
Not. Nope, I can't say so. And I'm not a liar, so if there was a time where that happened, you guys would be the first to know. I feel like.
All right.
So,
what about getting some reactions from the stories that we have for today?
I'm cool with that.
You like that?
Yeah, man.
We are usually reading controversial stories, so I don't know how that might make you feel. Mm-hmm. You're down for it?
Yeah.
What do you have?
I like living life on the fence.
Well, I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna go easy on you, Devin. I don't think that I should.
Well, okay.
Okay, I have something here. You might find it interesting.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for yelling at my brother's pregnant girlfriend?
Wait, what was the first part? Am I the asshole?
So just to be clear, I have to clarify this. This is from Reddit, from the subreddit. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? Okay.
Yes. So most of the stories are from subreddit.
So this one, after this story, you're gonna be able to tell if that person is the asshole or not, and who is the asshole in here. Take it away.
So this person is asking if he's the asshole because of what I'm about to read to you. I'm going to read the story and you can take your time and let me know this person is the asshole or this person is not the asshole. And then I'm going to go and ask you why is the asshole or maybe why is not the asshole for you.
Okay, this person. Why?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So, am I the asshole for yelling at my brother's pregnant girlfriend and kicking them both out of my house after she threw away my food? I live alone. My brother and his girlfriend still live with our parents as they can afford a place of their own. His girlfriend is currently pregnant with him in 4 months. My brother asked to bring his girlfriend for dinner in order to catch up and said, sure, why not? However, the moment she entered my house, she started complaining about the smell of the steak. Who complains about the smell of the steak?
A lot of people.
What?
A lot of people complains about that.
The smell of the estate?
Steak.
The steak. Okay.
Or the state of Florida. It's the same thing, pretty much.
Okay.
It gets personal. The steak I was making and said just the smell alone makes her nauseous and she can eat this. I tried to suggest an alternative, but she was dead set on Chinese food and ended up sending my brother to nearest mall in order to get her some. I thought that will be the end of it. But after going to the bathroom and coming back, I caught her throwing my unfinished steak into the garbage. I would kill this woman, I swear to God.
Is that a part of the Reddit?
No, I'm just saying, if I found her throwing my steak on the garbage, I will lose.
But like, I have so many questions. Like, is this steak really smelling? And is it been in the fridge for how long?
Okay, let's.
And is the complainee a vegan? Like,
let's keep going.
Because it's smell.
She's pregnant.
But smell. So here's the thing: women have stronger sense of smell. At least, I don't know if this is a fact, but my wife has such a sensitive sense of smell. She can smell everything so much stronger than I can, and she can pick up sometimes some scents and smell that I'm like, she's like, do you smell that? And I'm like, it smells like nothing. And then it starts coming to me after it's been brought up. I'm like, oh, I can smell a little bit. It's so strong for her. And it's happened. Like I've seen it before where women are picking up on smells way earlier or way stronger than I can. Second of all, this steak, I don't know, like I can see a piece of steak or any kind of meat or food period left on the fridge that starts to stink up the whole fridge. I'll throw that away.
Even though the main point is that she's a guest on somebody's house.
I think we found her asshole, bro.
Hey.
I'm just...
Okay. Let's keep going with this. Let's see where it goes. I asked her what the hell she was doing and said the smell was so strong she thought she ended up throwing up on the floor and she needed to get rid of it. And then started spraying a perfume from her purse in my kitchen. I was beyond furious. At this point, I sent her back to the living room, and after my brother came back from the mall, I kicked them both of them with their Chinese food. My brother tried to convince me to not let them back, and that I could make something else for the two of us. And his girlfriend was pretty much sobbing at this point, but I was dead set on kicking them both out.
Yeah.
However, my parents end up being mad at me for apparently causing so much distress to my brother's pregnant girlfriend. I told them that she literally threw away our dinner, but they said that I shouldn't have yelled at her or kicked them out, as she is still just a teenager who's now getting influenced by her pregnancy hormones, and that my outbursts also caused problems in their relationship, as she ended up sending my brother to sleep on the couch. Poor dude. That night, even though he literally defended her as well as against me. So I have no clue how this is my fault. Am I the asshole for apparently not having enough tact to deal with a pregnant teenager? Devin, come on.
Okay.
Don't be shy.
So
Never in life. Never in life.
So anyway, I think that there's some questions that need to be answered there.
Okay.
You know? First of all, the parents, I don't think the parents is like the response that she's getting for what she's going through has any indicator whatsoever. Because the parents have their own agenda, the other people have their own agenda. You know, like the guy, her brother he's got to defend her if he wants things to be right with him. You know, they got a kid on the way, you know, it doesn't even matter. In his head, he could be like, this bitch is fucking crazy, dude, you know?
Yeah.
And, but exteriorly, he's like, hey, everything she says, we just got to get Chinese tonight. You know, we had steak yesterday.
She doesn't have a choice.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know, you know, but I do think that there's two sides. And
Would you imagine being in this guy position, defend your girlfriend, your pregnant girlfriend, and then she put you to sleep on the couch?
No, dude. I don't know if pregnant ladies, and this isn't a study that I did with my college buddies, you know, like I'm just assuming based on the knowledge that I've received. I don't know that you can just negotiate through problematic situations with pregnant women. She was 4 months. She
4
was
months,
like into her second trimester. I don't know personally if you could just try to navigate that situation like a normal person with them. You kind of got to give some, take some. But at the same time, the sister, she felt super disrespected.
Yeah.
At any point that I think that you feel like, regardless of what sense it makes to other people, if you feel personally like, you know, you're being disrespected and it's like kind of pulling away.
Yeah. And the only thing that I would see that it's like a little too, like I can see how you can play both sides. It's the fact that she's a guest.
Yeah. And
she went, but like, so she's a guest, and that a lot of people just with that be like, what the fuck? Why are you throwing out my food? But then she's pregnant, she's throwing up, it affects her. There's so many layers to that.
She felt like throwing up for the smell. She never threw up.
But at the same time, even if you are pregnant and you may or may not be able to control your emotions at the same level you would were you not pregnant, you still don't just get the right to go to somebody's house and
says who? The pregnant Devon?
The pregnant, or you mean like the commission of pregnancy or something? No, but like the person that owns the house says who, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like, should she have kicked him out? I don't know.
It's about respect.
Yeah. Like if it's eating at her, like if it's eating at her to the point that she's got to go to fucking Reddit to figure it out, maybe she should have found a different solution. But if she felt disrespected to the point to where she's like, look, you got to get out. You're throwing the food I bought away. You're pregnant. I get that, but that doesn't give you right to disrespect me. I
feel that she's asking.
She's an asshole.
I feel that she's asking if she's the asshole because she felt a lot of pressure after what happened from their parents.
Maybe she's a little inexperienced in that situation, but she's still not. That wouldn't make her an asshole. That might make her. There's some options there that she could have taken that maybe, you know, she didn't know about because she hadn't been through that before. But no, dude, she felt like severely disrespected.
I would give her a gentle asshole.
A gentle asshole.
Gentle. You're the asshole. Yeah, because I feel like I feel for her. Like
okay,
she, it's not that
you feel
hard.
for the pregnant woman.
It's a gray situation.
I feel I feel like for both. Like don't throw out my food, but also I'm pregnant and I feel like throwing up and blah blah blah. And I don't know, there's something about this story that makes me want to think that food was spoiled. And she was actually what if she actually was doing a favor and it is all sounding, or he's making it sound like my food got thrown away.
That's true.
What if the first motive was like, actually, I'm gonna help him out by throwing this food away for
yeah, she's coming from an angle
for his own good. Happen. This can't be good for you.
I don't know. I think that, let's say that the steak was raw. Let's say that it was bad, and she obviously got affected for the smell, right? But still, this is not your steak. This is not your kitchen. This is not your house.
I also have seen you, and I think like picking food from the fridge, and you're way more tolerant about like, dude, I've seen you eat the worst looking chicken wings I've ever seen in my life.
Well, but in that specific example that he's giving, I was starving. I was starving, and I was waiting for my girlfriend to respond if they were good to eat, and she responded. I ate the wings, and she responded like 2 hours after, baby, please don't eat those wings. They're bad.
Dude, you should have seen these wings. These wings were like, you know when the wings grow?
I don't even know how.
They're just
how I didn't got sick. Honestly.
They're just full of air.
They're like Tyson chicken wings, like pre-frozen shit. Or
no, they were air fried.
They were air fried
before,
wings, but they were there like 4 weeks.
That shit was burnt. Like they were charred chicken wings.
Oh.
Then they've been there for like 2 weeks, and they're full of that extra fluff of air inside. When you poke them with the fork, they just go.
They make a noise, and you're okay.
And I survived. And this is my thing. I don't know how
You got vultures flying around.
I don't know how I did it.
They're telling each
That
other
was
like, I don't know what's going on. It's like day 3 and he's not fallen yet.
Yeah,
but we need to talk about this.
The Mr. Vulture was like,
I think
damn man,
I
was waiting for that to be
biased.
I think
medium
I'm
well.
biased. I think I'm biased on this subject because I love cooking steak, and it's like just seeing like, I don't know. Let's say that I invite my brother and his pregnant girlfriend's like acting up and shit, and I go to the kitchen and she's like spraying perfume, knowing that she threw my steak. I will lose my shit also.
You have to leave. You have to leave my fucking house.
Yeah, pretty much.
That, you threw my steak away. That's it.
I think at that point, I wouldn't care if I am the asshole or not.
I think I don't know why is it such a my steak, my house, what the fuck? I feel like I would have not cared. I would have been like, oh really? That made you feel like throwing up and it smelled that bad? Okay, whatever. Like, I would find humor in the situation rather than like, you fucking threw out my steak. I can cook another one.
I will also find humor on it. I will crack laughing when I toss that woman ass out of my house. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my God.
That's a different scenario. Like, you're talking about this scenario where the sister's brother's girlfriend throws or baby mama or whatever throws the steak out. Like, now you're talking about if a girl comes to your house and throws your steak out. I think that might be a cause for some. Is this hypothetical? Is this person pregnant or is she not pregnant?
Well, the one in the story is pregnant,
right? But like, if a girl comes to your house and throws a steak out, that's different. That's a whole different thing, man.
No. I'm basing my response to this story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
clarifying
there, out there.
Clarifying.
Man. Yeah.
So we got 2 full assholes and gentle. You're the asshole, right?
No. He said that he didn't find her an asshole, and I'm right there with him.
No, because it's like your own. I think if it's your house and you don't disrespect anybody. Throwing them out after they disrespected you? No, I don't think that's...
She was just cooking.
You're just a nice guy. You're just a nice guy, man.
She was just cooking.
We need him. We need him, bro. If it was like a bunch of me's and a bunch of this guys, I don't know, bro.
I don't know either. We need you, Braulio. We need you around. Thank you so much for being around.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think the roads
you and your so beautiful, perfect teeth.
Your shiny teeth that sprinkle.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I will love Devon. Please make me the honor to read this one. I just want to read the title for you, but you can read the rest of it.
Okay, you want to? So you're checking my rap sheet now. You want to see my reading level.
He can read the whole thing. Give him the phone and just let him.
I just want to see the reaction on his face when I read it.
Now I'm not gonna have one.
Okay. Hear this out. Am I a loser for being 27-year-old female virgin? That's what I was waiting. That's what I was waiting.
That was going. Dude.
I know exactly. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Damn, that's a lot. Okay, we'll start. There's a lot there. We'll start at the top. Yes, you read that right. I'm a 27-year-old female virgin, and I feel like a loser.
27.
27.
27.
Yeah. All right. Not 40 yet. That's fine.
Not the 27.
It's not.
It's not.
Steve Carell.
It's not. Yeah, Michael Scott.
It's not the 27-year-old virgin or the 27-year-old club that I'm familiar with. I don't think Kurt Cobain's in this one. I know our society and media is over-sexualized, but I tend to think that I'm a loser for being a virgin later in life. Not true. Am I an asshole?
No.
Okay.
So when you have am I an asshole, you start saying the question saying, am I an asshole? That's also a subreddit.
What's the subreddit on this one?
I believe that is Off My Chest. Yes, it is.
So this is from Off My Chest. Okay.
Yeah. I love those ones, by the way. Off My Chest.
Ooh. This one is from Off My Chest.
Doesn't our media make fun of people who are virgins later in life? For instance, the 40-year-old virgin. I've been made fun of for being a virgin years ago when I was in college and and I tended to internalize that ever since. I'm scared that I'm going to grow too old and I won't be attractive anymore. No one will want me. I see. I have been meaning to wait until until I meet a nice guy and I felt comfortable with him. That's why I can't have casual sex. There's no shame in that. You know?
Yes.
27 is...
Well, we're talking casual sex?
No, well, yeah, there's no shame in that either.
No shame. He's talking about no shame in abstinence.
If you want to like...
Oh, that also.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I tend to think sex is a big deal and not something I should just do with anyone. That's your good... Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
We respect that, yeah.
We'll wait.
Sure.
We'll wait for you.
I also
No, that's fine.
we
that's
wait
fine.
for you specifically for
That's
you.
fine, and I think that's
specifically we.
very good, specifically on this society nowadays.
Okay, I didn't date in high school because I went to an all-girls school. And
That was a deep ass breath.
I was dealing because didn't your wife go to an all-girls school?
She did.
And I was dealing with a lot of insecurities and self-conscious issues. By the time I got to college, I felt very behind socially, and instead of putting myself out there to meet guys, I just focused on school and working on my career.
Good deal.
It's a good deal, but at the same time, like, you can't take it with you, you know?
Yeah.
Living doesn't mean having sex, but like,
I also think that it's a little weird. It's a little weird. This day and age, it's a little weird to be 27 and be a virgin.
But still, I do believe that was her deal, and it's a good deal.
so I
don't know. I don't think it's a good deal.
So just my before I finish this, my thoughts before just what we've read so far. I feel like the only way that's going to damage her in this is not her purity, but it sounds to me like she's not getting out there and working on her social skills
Her
either.
Purity?
Yeah, I mean that's what it's called when you still got your V card, dude. That sounds a little less.
How old are you? Like 70, 78?
Because you're pure.
Well, how old are you? Like 80?
No, but that's how it's called. That's how it's called.
That
You're
is
pure.
not how it's called.
Yes, it is.
No, for
That
real.
sounds horrible.
Okay,
No,
well,
that's how people call it.
yeah,
People don't call it like that anymore.
people-
I don't know what kind of.
When you have
The
your V
people in
card.
this room are calling it that. Okay,
That
No,
is-
well, it's for me.
But like,
it's
see how ridiculous you sound. Like purity.
yeah,
yeah.
That's insane.
Okay, man. When
What is the origin? What is? Let me ask you this, and I'm sorry if I'm going too religious here. What is the original sin, Braulio? You know this.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, what they
apple?
they did an apple.
Grabbing the fruit.
It's a reference. It's not an apple. They fuck.
I don't know. I don't know if God.
So
was like,
that makes him less pure.
They went to paradise, and God Almighty dictate just one rule: don't eat the apple. And guess what? They got horny and they eat the shit out of it.
Not even. Like, I mean, yeah.
The snake.
Satan.
Hey, you know, you want that? Come on, let's eat that thing. You know what I'm saying?
You've been practicing your Satan voice.
Well, don't quote me.
No, but look, no, I understand what you're saying, but I think that's just such an outdated thing because
Think about it.
My thing is we all need experience in order to not get fucked in life.
Okay.
And I think in that aspect, being a 27, 30, even 40-year-old virgin sets you up for failure when it comes to relationship because you can easily end up with people who are not good for you. You can't tell what's good sex from what's bad sex because you haven't.
You never knew.
You haven't.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to that than just
There is.
it's a good thing because
There
you're
is.
pure.
There is. But
Like-
no. Look,
But that's
wait,
her
on the
choice.
other side. On the other
That's
side.
her choice.
Put it this way. Okay, so you got a bucket full of lollipops, right? They're all different flavors. There's not a single fucking flavor in there that's like, there's not two cherries in that bitch. There might be a cherry cola and a cherry, but there's still all different flavors. Okay, so you try the lemon first, right?
Okay.
The lemon is it's lemon. It's blatantly lemon. Then you try like a fucking, I don't know, grape. And it's great, but there's some lemon in there too. And then you try cherry and there's like fucking, okay, now I don't even know what it is. And then by the end of all the flavors that you tried, there's no fucking popsicles left in the fucking, or the lollipops left in the bucket because you tried them all.
That like, doesn't make any sense.
It does.
That is not true. You can pick, then you can just stay and stick with whatever you think was good.
So I'm not putting down.
What he's saying is, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Uh-huh. You have the bucket full of lollipop, you get one, and you don't get satisfied with the first one, not even the second one or the third one. You end up with the bucket empty.
Sort of. Yeah, it's sort of like.
No, but like, listen to this. You're not going to limit yourself to just the one lollipop that is terrible, flavored shit flavor, because you don't know any better. You're just going to be content with whatever you have. And that's my point. You don't have to stay content with just like, I just chose this person because, and I can't, the worst part is that people like this can't even tell whether it's a good situation or bad, because they haven't experienced.
I agree with that.
I think we need to acknowledge that there's a lot of people out there, they're not very sexual. This girl probably is like, that is not her cup of tea. That's probably not, she just focus on her studies and her family. She's not attracted to sex.
But we don't know that. I like to see what we don't know. This is just an assumption.
Right. This came from like the word purity, and it's not like, it's okay.
Braulio's favorite word.
It's not Braulio's favorite word, but like I could see where you're saying that's a little derogative.
Come on.
But at the same time, you know, it doesn't stem from a sense of like, okay, it does like the history does stem like if you fuck more than one person, especially if you're a woman, you're no good to us anymore. It does stem from that. But now,
you think
the way that I used
do you go by that?
No.
I'm curious. So, what is your opinion?
Hold on one sec.
Go ahead.
So the way that I use it and the way that I believe people use it now, and I'm sure there's some people that use it that kind of like fucked up ridiculousness, but I used it in a sense of, you know, her mind is pure in the sense that it hasn't experienced things that are kind of a private nature with another person. And it wasn't like, you know, I agree with you when experience is key to pretty much everything. Without experience, you can't find what you actually like. You don't know yourself without experience.
True that.
Sexually too. But at the same time, pure is just like a way to describe somebody. It's just the word you use for somebody that's a virgin. It doesn't.
I would just say virgin.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like.
Do you believe
there's a bad connotation
waiting?
There is. Okay.
Waiting till marriage to have sex?
No.
I mean, that would be a fucking
absolutely not
a hypocrite.
Okay, that's Braulio input. What about you?
No, I mean, personally,
yes,
I would be a hypocrite.
You will be a hypocrite, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, if somebody else were to do that, I would see why.
Yes, and you will respect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's not saying he doesn't respect that.
I'm not saying it's not about respect. You ask like what I think, and I think that is ridiculous for me to do it, even for a partner to be like that. But I know that there are some people who does it, and I know because I've heard stories that they actually end up having a terrible time and regretting what they did in holding, because it's just such a crazy construct.
Yeah, I mean, we could go all day about that.
What do you think? Like, you wish you had waited?
Hell no. Hell no. But me particularly, I will never wait for that, because I'm right there with you guys. Experience is key for many doors, and that includes also sexual experience. But if someone pop up to me, it's like, you know what? I never had sex. I'm 27. I'm virgin, and I was just fucking on something. Okay, that's odd.
I was just fucking something.
That's
like that makes me a virgin, because I wasn't fucking someone, but I was fucking something.
She was fucking studies,
pineapple,
you know, lollipops,
grapefruit, sucking on a lollipop. You know,
I will see this person like kind of odd, but not like weird or different. She just felt that was the right thing to do. You know?
I would like for you to continue with the story because I like to find out what else she says.
Okay,
about.
so that was last sentence was I just focused on school and working on my career. That's where we stopped it.
Yeah.
I was also dealing with a lot of insecurities and confidence issues all through college and grad school. I'm finally at a place now where I am doing well financially and I've started my career and I'm putting myself out there today. Okay. Good for you. But part of me still feels like a loser. Will guys find it a turnoff for me being a virgin while in my late 20s? I keep feeling like I have to explain myself as though there is something wrong with me. Everyone reassured me that I'm not a loser, but I don't believe them. I feel like I'm not even a real woman because I haven't had sex. Now that is an issue.
Do you think that that's a turnoff? Like you personally, that's a turnoff for you?
No, like that is
that a turnoff for you?
That's an indicator that this person isn't going to have certain experiences in certain areas. But a turnoff, I don't see.
No, me neither. I don't think that that's a turnoff.
I think that. So, what I was talking about before,
if this woman goes to you, you start dating, you hang out, you end up in a couch,
and you like her,
and she says, "Braulio, I'm a 27-year-old virgin, but I'm down to do it right now."
He's been waiting forever to say that. But
will you feel turned off?
I just pictured your face telling me that while you are being a virgin, and that was such a turn off. That was such a turn off.
He's like,
don't lie to the camera, brother. Come on.
I'm like,
I'm actually 27.
So here's the thing.
But that thing was lost a long time ago, bro. Lost time ago.
Who wrote this actually, bro?
Yeah, no, I got the story from the guy that did it.
What? No. Just
would that be a turn off?
Will you be that's a yes or no question, bro.
I think it depends. It's not a yes or no question.
Of what?
There's no black and white. It depends on this thing. So, if you're emotionally involved,
you like her, she likes you.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not just if it's just that, and you're in that mindset of just like one night stand, like I could fuck you or whatever, that can be a turnoff. If you're emotionally invested and you're coming from a mindset or a perspective from understanding her situation and her choice and what she's done, I respect that and I would approach it carefully. But if it's just like someone just coming up to me and I'm like this, it is kind of weird to me. And I don't think that she's a loser because also 27 is not that old to be too weird to be a virgin.
I don't think
it's just a little uncommon. It's uncommon to be a 27.
It's a little bit odd.
But it's not too crazy. Like I know people that were virgin to way older. Like till they were way older.
Yeah, I was supposed to say I have not.
I don't know people like.
Yes.
Everybody that has the personality that would strike me as a virgin is like in my family and has kids. So.
And I wasn't judging her situation because, it's all different lives, and like I think that's what she chose. That's what the path that she took her to that moment in that situation that she ends up being a virgin while she's 27 still. But I was just talking about like I personally don't think that's the way to go, and I wouldn't do that, and I'm glad that I am not that person or that I'm not in that situation.
Yeah, but
that's it. I mean, it's just I don't think she's a loser. I think she it's just there's so much more attributes than just like being a virgin or not that makes somebody good for a relationship.
Do you remember when you lost your virginity? Like around the age?
Yeah, I was probably like what? 15, 16.
And, okay, fucking big baller over here.
Really?
Yeah.
When do you lose yours?
I mean, 17, but like still 17 and 15, the
Fucking
age difference there.
little baller right here.
Hell yeah.
It's just 2 years of difference.
But when you're that age,
Yeah,
it's like a puberty difference.
That looks like a big gap.
Hell
Yeah, like a big jump.
Hell yeah, that's like 3 years in high school.
Bro, you're
difference.
15 and you already had sex versus someone who's 17 and still on the waiting.
Right, but do you remember?
You're like-
do you remember the anxiety? Kind of like damn, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that at 27, it's amplified by like fucking. You went like. You're like halfway to 60, and you've been living with that anxiety. From what I hear, women like they mature at a different rate. So like, in terms of just, I guess this sounds fucked up, but like sexual maturity, they're there before we are. So probably from like 16 to 27, she's thinking like anxiously about how she hasn't had this experience. Yeah.
And the exposure nowadays where it's everything so sexual, you know, the TV shows, movies, even friends that she might have like, oh my God, this guy was amazing. And she's like, I don't know what she's fucking talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's not an asshole.
She's not a loser. She's not. She's not. I think
Troubled.
there's time for everything in life. And if you wait until you're 27, you have the...
She's pure.
She's...
What the fuck?
Braulio's favorite word from the this episode.
It's like seeing... These guys are seeing her as a...
Uncracked angel or something.
What the fuck?
She took her time. She took her time, and it probably is like way too much for the average people, but that doesn't make her a loser, at least not for me.
I can see y'all saying just like, hey, stay as pure as long as you can.
No.
What?
Okay, so from a genetic standpoint, or like from like a species standpoint, what is like the... Hold on. Okay, it's not a joke this time.
Go ahead.
So
I think
like,
that
just
purity
wait.
term is very religious.
So at the point that I'm like at a scientific standpoint as humans, as a woman, it's probably recommended that you stop having like attempting to have babies around like from a survival standpoint. 35, 45, we'll say that. Sure, there's instances, but what she's doing.
But if you're a stud, like your boy,
okay,
you can go as long as...
Oh my God, I'm so
Pop
sorry.
this cherry at 15.
You can go from 15 till 70.
This dude was learning like fucking geometry. And
16 till 70.
Damn. He's up.
That's what happened.
Seeing blood that he shouldn't.
That's what happened when your teeth are so bright as the sun.
Yeah.
You get that cockiness on you.
And you're a cowboy, weren't you? You were like a rancher or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could see. Ranchers don't have white teeth. Like pick a road, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't be anymore a rancher. Dude. They're like, you're in the wrong department.
Yeah, you're making us look bad there, huncho. But no.
Yeah.
Like back to what I was saying though. If she wants to have kids, sure, she's got some shit to deal with, but she might want to get on the ball a little, you know. Maybe not Tinder yet, but I would check out Bumble or something. You know, just kind of get up, maybe Facebook dating or what?
Also, be careful out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know when you're gonna run into white tooth ranchers.
No, you can find somebody trying to measure your purity, and that's not good.
Dude, get out of here, bro.
Let it go.
What else we got?
He
Let's see.
not like that word.
Yeah,
That's what I found
he gets
out.
like traumatized for it.
Is she a loser? I don't know, but he does not like anything.
Purity.
No.
He doesn't enjoy pure things.
Let's see what else we got.
Don't even clean that fucking dish. If it's not dirty, I'm not eating my steak on it. We could throw it away. I don't care if it's my sister's.
All right, we have this one. This one is steal from Off My Chest from Reddit. And he says, I keep having baby fever, but I am a dude. Ooh. I am a dude and I keep getting like heavy bouts of baby fever, especially when I'm with my niece or I see videos of toddlers online. The crying doesn't even bother me. I just want to be a dad and help raise a kid and provide for them. I am a teenager though, so I obviously can't, and it makes me kind of sad.
Start out with a dog. can't go back, man. I feel like so.
Do you want to have babies?
You know,
Yeah.
Devin, how many do you want to have?
I hate that question.
Dude,
Don't hate.
I
Come
hate that
on.
question.
Don't hate.
I just hate that question because
People don't hate. Hate is a really strong word. Like I hate homophobia and fucking global warming. Otherwise, I don't hate anything.
okay, so get this. I still hate that question.
that.
Of course. Hate is really strong. It's a really
Well, I
strong word.
respect you hating homophobia and global warming, but like that's between you guys, whatever's going on right now. But
Oh, and you know what else I hate? Nicolás Maduro. You can fuck yourself, dude.
On God.
Yeah. word.
I hate that question because who the what do I know? What the hell do I know about how many kids do I have? Do I want? I don't even know if I want kids. Like, no, I do, but they're so far in my future as of right now that I can't even give you a quantity of how many I want.
let me tell you, here's another way to ask that question. If like you guys accidentally had a kid, would you be fine with one? Would you be fine with that? Like, would you like come to terms with that?
So with one, that's a little odd. I'd like to have two instead of one.
So you do
No, but that's very different because you're trying to put a cap on how many you want. Now, this is a condition. If you were to have one kid, would you prefer one only or two? And I'm saying two.
Okay, two.
But I'm not choosing a cap.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
3.
So you're a picky motherfucker. That's what you say.
I just don't know. That's what I'm saying. You know, I just don't know.
Okay.
Tell us, Devin.
How many kids would I like?
Yeah.
Damn, now he's got me rethinking shit over here, bro.
It's Mr. Purity over there.
No. Honestly,
You're gonna stay pure, 0 kids.
yeah, at least until you're 27.
Yes.
At least until you're 27, according to Reddit. So, I'd be fine with 2 or 3 as well. If there was 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever,
They're welcome.
I would have to deal with it.
Please don't have
love
7.
them.
Please don't.
7.
Please.
It's not in the plan.
Please don't have 7 kids.
How can you picture your 7 nephews coming at you? Uncle Braulio.
Dude, you would lose your mind.
That's a lot of money on presents for Christmas.
Dude, good gosh. No, I'm just saying, I would like, if I could pick, I would like 2 or 3.
My God, I'm having a blast.
I also don't like the idea of presents on Christmas. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Like
What?
Setting up like your whole entire life. Like you're one of those.
I understand what you're saying.
You're one of those people that are like, you all get together. You go to the mall around Christmas and you have to plan Christmas to see how many presents you're giving to your people.
Well, I mean, your parents I'm sure you heard about it already. Like our Christmas, but like I think what you're saying is, for me at least, is like, do I base my Christmas time and my holiday time around gift giving? No.
Which is a lot of people.
Sure.
Around Christmas is all you hear, like, man, they're all like, it's not even a joy thing. It's not even a joyful thing. This is what I hear when I hear those stories. It's like, man, I haven't had the time to plan my Christmas shopping. Oh, God damn, man. It's going to be fucking stressful 3 days till Christmas. And I'm like, damn, that doesn't even sound like you're having fun. It's like more like pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
We do stockings. And that's more of a general thing. You know what I mean? Because Christmas presents, sometimes I think like it's very customized to certain people, like what you're gonna give to this specific person and what do they like exactly. But when you do something like stockings, in my opinion, where it's more general and you actually pack your stocks with useful gifts that, you know, like it can be anything from a bunch of socks, batter, you know, like you put random shit in the stocks. And I feel like that lifts the pressure off of me rather than me having to plan like Christmas shopping. Don't get me wrong, I like giving presents. I just do not like giving presents when everybody is on that boat. Like planning my present giving time around Christmas sounds like too crazy. You have to deal with traffic, all stores being crazy, people pushing gifts on you, like try to get some deals, having to get time for. I feel like that can be a lot.
But that's very up to you, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Like, by example, last Christmas, my brother asked me what I want for Christmas. Like, it wasn't me demanding him give me something for Christmas. Like, he went to me and it's like, hey, bro, what you want for Christmas? And I told him, like, I want these shoes. Okay, bet, I'm gonna get you these shoes. And he gave me the shoes. And it goes both ways. Like, if I don't feel like giving you anything, I will give you whatever I feel like giving to you.
Yeah,
so
but I also don't want to be asked. Like, that's another pressure, like reverse pressure. Like, really? What do you want for Christmas? I don't want to be asked that because I don't want to tell you what I want. It's like, what? Because
it's like, let's say that I want to give something to Devon. And I don't know Devon that much. But I want to like have a gesture.
What would it be?
And give it something. So I would just plain and simple. We're talking about like my brother. So
what would you get me?
You hit me. Hold on.
I'm curious.
Don't skip ahead. Hold on. I will go and I ask him, man, I don't know you that well, but I'm gonna give you something that I know that you will like. So I ask you, what do you want? He will tell me, and I will get him maybe, no, man, that's expensive, or maybe something different or something similar. But if I'm asking him, it's because I want to please him on something that he's gonna enjoy and gonna make him happy, and that, in consequence, is gonna make me happy.
Yeah,
that's how I see it.
So, I can see that, but also it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't want to be asked, and I don't want to ask somebody because that's kind of like a sloppy job. Maybe get to know the person better and find out what you could give this person that could be useful, and make it be more of a surprise rather than like, man, yeah, I want to give you something, man. What do you want?
Well, there's people that doesn't like surprises.
So for my family, I believe, like, what they kind of made me feel is that, you know, when I grow up, yeah, we still get that, you know, but it's more for the children, because as far as I understand, like, the lessons that you teach children are going to show love way more than any present you give them, but they're not going to know that till later. And I feel like as a child, you need to be shown quite a bit that you're loved. And, you know, there's nothing quite as, it doesn't feel as good as like helping somebody out or giving them something like meaningful, of course. And no, I don't think it should be like the holiday should be based around it, but like, I think it's the parents' time. It's their opportunity to kind of be like, hey, 8-year-old Timmy or whatever.
Yeah,
we love you, man. Here's an Xbox. You were a good kid this year. That's not the most important part of anything, but that's just a way to show somebody who's at that age has an objective mind. They take in lessons, but it's more like, I got to do this because I'm told, not because you love me. But the Xbox kind of shows me you love me, at least right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Which also, talking about that, going back to the topic, is that moments like that is what makes somebody have baby fever. But you have to be really, really careful with that, because it's such a wholesome moment. And sometimes you see somebody else's kid having such a joyful moment and you're a part of the moment, but the responsibilities for parenting that kid don't fall on you directly. So you're in pure bliss, full baby fever mode without realizing, like, this person from the story, that is like, I'm having a lot of baby fever. And I have been there. When I remember when my uncle had his first kid, one of my uncles, and I was probably 18. And dude, I was in their house every single day because I had so much baby fever. I wanted to play with the baby. I wanted to be there. I wanted to solve puzzles. I wanted to do all the things. I was like, man, I would like to have a kid so badly.
Do you have baby fever?
But the thing is that I had this guy tell me, he told me recently, it's somebody I know that had a kid recently, and I was like, how's parent life? And he's like, I don't know, man. It's like, for now, it's like, you know, it's not really any different than having a dog that you take care of, and they don't really do a lot. And I said in my mind, I was like, because it's happened to me before, I was like, and he said like a dog that doesn't grow, and it's like, for now, because you will soon realize, and this is what I've seen from other people, is that baby fever will diminish as the kid is growing, and you'll find hopeful and joyful moments in the life in as your kid is growing. But I feel like instead of being like a straight line, or even like a steady line, it's just inflections. You go up and like, oh my God, I love this kid, I love this baby, this is such a good moment, it's peaceful and whatever. And then there's hard moments like in life where you have all the responsibilities pile up on top. Like you have to think about where your baby or toddler, soon to be a kid that's gonna go to school, where they're gonna go to school, all their supplies, their food, their needs, and then your baby fever goes like, and you're like, damn.
Okay. First of all,
such is life.
First of all, that's awful, comparing a kid with a dog.
But he wasn't comparing. He was comparing the situation right there. He wasn't comparing. He wasn't comparing his daughter with the dog.
This dog does geography.
No, that's not what
He knows geography.
what was happening.
It's still awful.
Does algebra.
He was just saying that that particular moment and phase of the kid was similar to having a dog as far as responsibilities, because it doesn't feel like it grows. And I can see that when you have, because this is almost it's not even a year old, it's a newborn baby. And it can be like that, like a high demanding pet. Not comparing directly with the pet. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying with the lifestyle that you have in the moment, it's similar to that. Because a puppy also, you have a dog. It demanded a lot from you when it was a puppy. You have to take him out to go potty. You have to put him in the cage, train him, clean up, because they are not fully trained to go outside. It's a very similar situation, I would think, too.
Okay, but baby fever is not having a kid and one.
So
when you have a kid, there's no more baby fever. You have a kid now. It doesn't matter if you like it.
But that's what I was saying. When you have baby fever, it's more of a steady or like a growing line. And when you have a kid, it could still be that way, but I feel like it's more of inflections, because there's great moments, there's tough moments, there's great moments again. And then, of course, being a parent, I guess, like if you're a good one, you'll probably look back at times that were tough, and you look at your kid and be like, I'm so proud of those moments and so happy for what happened. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get carried away just because you have baby fever. Just think about also the responsibilities that come with having a kid that are so real, and they're going to hit you no matter what. And in my opinion, I feel like you have to get to the point where you're as close as you can be to being ready, whatever that means for you, in order to have a kid, because you have to take everything into account. You cannot just be a responsible person and say, I want to have a kid because I have baby fever, and then have that baby or that eventually a kid not have a good life, struggle, be a responsible person in society, not be happy. Those are responsibilities from the parents.
That reminds me to this meme. It was this scene from the Titanic with Kate Winslet and Leo DiCaprio, where they're like hugging each other and like going in circles, and they said like, I'm unemployed, I live with my parents, let's have a baby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
What about you, Devin? I want to know your opinion about it. Do you have baby fever from time to time sometimes?
I wouldn't say that. Like,
I hope not.
What I would say is,
fair. Getting personal.
So what I would say is that I do plan for one at some point. We do plan for one at some point in the future. Now the future is probably like 5 to 10 years from now, you know. But
yeah.
So do I have baby fever?
More
No.
like 10.
Do I want?
Putting some cap on you, boy.
to have babies. Yeah, I want to have kids. I think that's, at least for me, that's a big part of, my life.
Yeah.
And
holding off on your baby fever and not having a baby right now doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a baby. What
don't
that
stay
means,
pure.
Yeah. What that means is that you have to make sure that you are as close as you can be to being ready, and whatever that means for you is. In order for, isn't it, picture a life with having a kid where you can have actually time to be with that kid as they're growing up. You know what sucks? When you're working a lot and you are not close to being ready, and you have a kid, and then you're you have to Zoom or FaceTime your kid.
I can't even raise this thing.
Yeah, to see their events and stuff, because you're away a lot. You're in the office or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, you get to go to Disney World 3 times a year, but I'm not there much. That would be fucking.
That sucks.
That ain't good. Especially that a little kid is like a sponge of information and experience, and you don't wanna put in the mind of your kid, oh yeah, my dad, he would took me to Disney World 3 times a year, but he was never actually
on that note. Make sure while your kid is a sponge that they're not around you when you're talking about purity, because goddamn.
Oh my! There's
man,
before and after the word purity in Braulio's life.
If there's one thing I know
triggered.
if there's one thing I learned here, is that he means it. Okay?
Hey.
I'm triggered.
I think,
But hey, guys, as always, and I always forget to say this in the beginning, but please follow us on social media. Instagram at The Benevolent Show. We have a TikTok account, The Benevolent Show. We post clips in there. You probably see a couple clips from Devon now, from this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Also, listen to us on Spotify. We're on YouTube at The Benevolent Show. And we're going to leave some questions and polls for you guys to have fun with that. And thank you for...
Yeah. Thanks you, Devon, for being with us tonight.
Hey,
I appreciate your presence here, man.
hell yeah, bro.
Thank you.
I think we're all just trying to find God, and he's not here. He's not here. That's all I got to say.
I did it again. I play with your heart. Got caught in the game. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay pure.